So the S&P goes negative for the year. A very choppy day, big gap down, and we were doing okay on the strategies until this monster counter trend rally right here. It looks fairly small on the chart, but on a point value, that's a very large counter trend rally. 32.1375 all the way up to 32.52. So 40-point counter trend rally on the E-mini S&P. Pretty big rally. So at the open, we did well, had a couple of strategies going long, and then we had another couple of strategies shorting in this area, and then we tried some more shorts in this counter trend rally. Got us, and the market did end up selling off into the close, but not past these lows. And so oftentimes you have a big gap down. You can go through a series of days where they're choppy, and so big gap downs are sometimes difficult to trade, especially on a Monday, but not always. So today was one of those days where made that opening range, took out that opening range, and then rallied back to try to take out the opening range highs, and then sold off to the lows. And those are big moves. You know, we're talking 50-point S&P moves up and down. So lots of opportunity, really, because of the range of the market, but the strategies were out of sync with this today. Cobra 3 E-mini S&P minus 625. Mirror E-mini S&P is the one that caught the opening bid, and you know the market opened near its lows, so that was a good place for it to be to trade this strategy. When you buy the open and it's not near the overnight lows. This was near the overnight lows, so it's a good place to buy. But if it's 30 points off the overnight lows, 20 points off the overnight lows, it's harder to buy the open from what I've noticed. And so Mirror E-mini S&P did well. Cobra 3 E-mini NASDAQ also got stopped out on that counter trend rally. This counter trend rally is what did it. So we were doing well, and then the counter trend rally, and then it just kind of a choppy afternoon. The market tends to trend most at night on a lot of days. Not every day you see this trend here was nice. Decent trend on Friday, but today was just one of those days where the opening range, the first 15 minutes did this, and then the rest of the day was pretty much within that range. And so Cobra 3 E-mini S&P stopped out. Adaptive moving average, short, long, short, up on the day 287.50. And as you see, adaptive moving average got a little confused on that counter trend rally too. It looked like a reversal rally, and so it got long, and then it lost on that long trade and ended up going short. So the short trades were winners and the long trade was a loser. But just a really weak day overall in the market. Night trader was down on the day as well, minus 15.25. Doesn't usually lose 2 days in a row. It can go through a drawdown, but it's always, if you're looking to start night trader, this is the time to start after one loss. I'm not saying that the market will bounce here, but with the waves in the market and the volatility, night trader still does well in these type of market conditions. Tick Pulse E-mini S&P V12 minus 625. Gap continuation 2019 really struggled today. Just this extra volatility stopped out quite a bit. Minus 325. We've done better with the bigger stop. You've done better with a $900 stop today. Let's see, 31.38, and actually a $900 stop would have had us stopped out too. So if you had a maximum daily average, if you had a maximum daily entries of 1 and you used a $900 or $1,000 stop, it would have been stopped out because 91.38 plus, actually, yeah, 50 points would have been at 91.88. So you'd have to have about a $1,000 stop loss today to stay with this trade, and you still would have ended up break even. So, the closing price on the NASDAQ at 230, the 230 Central Time closing price was pretty much the same place it was at 9:30 Central. So after the first hour, between the first hour and the last 30 minutes, the market there was not much net change. So that makes it difficult for a trend type strategy. So those are the trades on stock index, swing stock index portfolio 1. All strategy access 2 had a few extra nice trades here in this workspace. Tick Pulse NQV12 did not. NASDAQ, the counter trend rally from here, from the low of the day, 90.41.25 to here. The high was, in this area, was 91.68, 128-point counter trend rally. Does it look like 128 points on this chart because volatility and range are so high? But that's a 128-point move. That's hard to stay with the trend on that. QS3, nice trade at the open, plus 875. This is the 24-hour chart, so it caught this move at the day session open. Very small, $900 quick profit. Tick count trend 2 in Q. This did well today. Short trade. It has its profit targets along the way. So short, profit. Got stopped out, short profit. Got stopped out, short profit. Plus 1,050 on the day. So those were the challenging trades of the day on the day. Or one of the more profitable trades, but overall the stock indexes were challenging. Cobra Euro 4 plus 212.50. Gold Flash was also tricky. We're in this strong uptrend, and you have this, this flash move down, and then another flash move down, and then another trade we had a profit target. So minus 975 on this strategy today. Tricky how gold moved today. This big move up here, came close to 1700 and then pulled all the way back to tested the 1650 area. Huge volatility, $50 range in gold's huge. And so Asia Gold 4 was stopped out on the short side. Soybean swing is short, minus 150 overnight. Holding this position overnight, it's minus 150. So down on the day, we were at equity peaks across the board. For most strategies on Friday, and we took some hits today in these strategies. Cobra Crude, profitable trade, plus 195. Just caught a little piece of that trend. It's the aggressive version of Cobra Crude, and so just caught the last piece of this trend. Got out at a pretty good time. And All Strategy XS5, no trades there. So coming into those Monday big gap downs are challenging and can be challenging at times. They can be profitable at times. So tomorrow is Tuesday. We'll see what happens in the overnight session. Waiting to hear what the coronavirus. Every day the daily coronavirus reports come out at the Asian Open during the Asian session. So you'll see the market react to that accordingly.